Guys, I wanted to do a couple of problems with you from the homework so you're not stuck with the rest of them. I'm on page 2. And if you can take out your packet and follow along with me, please make sure you read all through the properties. Here's an example with like M's and N's, and here are examples with actual numbers. In the Kahoot game, we've reviewed all of them. So let's look at number 1. The bases are the same. That's the first thing you want to make sure. And because there's a multiplication symbol here, I'm going to do the product rule. The product rule says when the bases are the same, you take the exponents and you add them. The 2 is raised to the first power. So we're going to add 1 plus 2 in the exponents. These 2's, the bases, do not touch the 2's. They remain just a 2. Do not multiply them. Look how they had a squared and a cubed. The a is just an a. All they do is add 2 and 3 and they got 5. So for us here, for number 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then because this is so easy to do in our heads, 2 times 2 times 2, we'll just put an 8 and that's the answer. Let's do another one. Let's do number 6. So first I'm going to take care of the 2 times 3. We're not following the exponent rules. The 2 does not have an exponent next to it. The 3 doesn't either. 2 times 3 is 6. So multiply the numbers normally. And now let's do b squared times b to the 0. I'm going to write it here all by itself. B squared times b to the 0. Now, b to the 0 power is just a 1. Just a 1. Anything, a to the 0 power, 3 to the 0 power, b to the 0 power is 1. 1 times b squared is just b squared, and that's the answer, 6b squared. Let's do another one. Let's do number 12, last one that I'm doing with you. So bear with me. Number 12, your parentheses. You're going to raise everything to the negative 1 power. The 2, the x, and the y. Everything to the negative 1 power. So don't forget the 2. So it's 2 to the negative 1 power. X cubed, because it says x cubed, to the negative 1 power. And then y cubed to the negative 1 power. Look how we gave everything an exponent of negative 1. Let's do the part that I think is easier. This 3, when you have a power raised to a power, you're supposed to multiply. Power raised to a power, you're supposed to multiply. It's x to the negative 3. Power raised to a power, you're supposed to multiply y to the negative 3. And this 2, I'm going to leave it the way it is, 2 to the negative 1. I didn't really do anything with it. The directions say you should only have positive exponents. You should not have negative exponents. So let's use this property in how we deal with negative exponents. If the exponent is in the numerator, if this entire expression is in the numerator and there's a negative exponent, bring it downstairs, write it in the denominator, and poof, the negative exponent disappears. So look, this is not a fraction right now. Right now, it's in the numerator, and imagine it's all over a 1. Every single thing needs to come downstairs. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to draw another fraction bar, and this 2 to the negative 1 power. If I write it in the denominator, it's just 2 to the first power. It's x to the negative 3. If I write it in the denominator, it's positive 3 is the exponent. Same thing, y. If I write it in the denominator, it's y to the third power. So it's positive. And now I can't just like have a fraction with nothing on top. I need a 1 on top. So that right there is the final answer. 1 over 2. X cubed, y cubed, and you can erase that 1 as an exponent. You don't really need it. Okay. Now please start the homework.